Hi, my name is Reem Assil, and I am a chef based in the Bay Area, San Francisco and Oakland, California. I'm the owner of a restaurant called Reem's California. We're an Arab street corner bakery and restaurant whose mission is to build community through the warmth of Arab bread and hospitality. A lot of people are talking about hospitality these days, and I feel like sometimes in this country, that word, even the professional sense of the word, feels sterile, right? Like hospitality as kind of just service, and it's like really mechanical. And for me, hospitality is much more of a communal, fluid thing. In my culture, in Arab culture, the guest is equally responsible for that experience of hospitality as the host. And so it's just like really beautiful relationship that goes back and forth. So like if you come into my home and I want to feed you, even if you're full, if you don't accept it kind of ruins the mood, right? So it's just about this like gracious accepting of somebody's lending of hospitality that makes it so magical. And it's this like give and take. And so I always think about hospitality that way, so that when people walk into my restaurant or even might read my book, they feel like family. So Arabiyya is really a love letter to my people. I think that Arabs have been part of the cultural fabric of this country for so long, but because of some of the racism or the xenophobia against Arabs and Muslims in this country, we're often invisibilized, or we're kind of hidden a little bit. And so I hope that people see us as these vibrant communities that they can relate to. I hope people reading it through the stories of the recipes feel inspired and feel like they can relate to some of the stories. Above all, these foods are foods that are meant to gather people around a table, meant to gather people in a home or in a bakery or in, food spaces are places to build community. And that's how, that has been my tool for the last 15 years of being a chef. I feel so honored every time that I'm invited to places that are not New York or LA or all the coasts, because they're spoiled with the diversity of flavors and people. And I feel like some parts of the US, like there isn't access to this type of cuisine. And so I feel really honored and humbled that the Chef's Garden is inviting me here. I think maybe this is one of the firsts of my cuisine in this area. So folks will be getting a 5-course meal in the style that Arabs eat, starting with cold meze, which is our way of eating. There are a bunch of small plates, and it actually derives from the root of the Arabic word to savor slowly. We're doing a kind of fun play on a tartare called kibbe that Arabs eat, but we're gonna, instead of meat, use smoked beets. We're going to be serving a dip called mutabal with summer squash smashed with garlic and tahini and yogurt and lemon, followed by summer salad. So it's going to be watermelon and heirloom tomatoes and Bulgarian feta. It's going to be delicious. And all of that is meant to eat with your bread. And then we'll transition into a warm meze. We'll be eating roasted carrots in a chili morita glaze, which is kind of my ode to California, and topped with a kishik, which is a fermented yogurt and bulgur. We're going to be eating green beans in a tomato sauce reduction, which is one of my favorite Lebanese dishes growing up. Last, we're doing smashed potatoes in garlic and cilantro and a red pepper aioli. And then, if you're not full enough, our main course is going to be this beautiful stuffed roasted Cornish hen with spiced rice and lamb, and finished off with beautiful corn custard with that Ohio corn that came in early. We have some verbena in there, and it's going to be topped with a rhubarb compote, finished with some pistachios. there's nothing better than sharing, like literally breaking bread, right? And over a meal. So being able to do the dinner in this format, I think is really unique, right? A lot of times in like the more fine dining worlds, everybody has their kind of own individual plate. So to be able to kind of build community also over dinner, hopefully, you know, maybe some people will know each other, maybe some people will not, but they'll have the memory of this meal when they connected with maybe some strangers walking in the door.